Two games this Super Sunday. First up, it's Liverpool and Manchester United from Anfield. Our second match this afternoon, it's the Hammers against Arsenal. Incidentally, Bolton 2 up against Everton already. They've played 20-25 minutes at the Reebok.
Rafa, because of the recent results, is this the most pressure you've been under going into a game since you've been here?
It's because we will play against a good team. We'll play at Anfield, so I think this is the most important thing, not just the other things. So we want to win every single game, and against United the rivalry is really big, so we'll try to win.
But are you feeling the pressure at all?
I'm feeling that we have to win every game because we are Liverpool Football Club. That's it.
What have you been saying to the players going into this game? Have you been using your recent run of games as motivation, or have you tried to relax them at all?
No, we were talking about that we were winning 6 games in a row before, so I always can say the same. We are better than people think. So against a good team, you never know what can happen, but clearly we have quality and we have a good team, so we can beat anyone.
Torres makes it, Gerrard didn't. Was the captain close at all?
Yeah, he was close, but still too soon, so you cannot take too much risk because you can lose the player for more time. So I think it was important today to have players as fit as possible on the pitch.
In a game like today, does recent form matter, or is it almost like a derby day where form goes right out the window?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, especially for us, when you are not playing at the same level or you are losing some games, it's important to think about the positives. And it's a derby, so we have to forget the other games and then just think about this one.
What sort of cheer would a win bring?
Sorry, say again?
What sort of cheer? What sort of enjoyment, happiness?
I think that if we start the game on top of them and the fans are behind, we can do a good job, and hopefully it will be easier if we can score the first goal.
Thank you, Rafa. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Sir Alex, I know how much you love this fixture. Were you almost disappointed the clocks went back an hour?
That's a good one. Well, it comes anyway, so you can't avoid that. There's always a great anticipation about the game, and of course from both sides the history is unbelievable. 2 most successful club sides in Britain, so it's always a mammoth game, and today's no any different.
Looking at your side, including Giggs and Scholes, have you gone for experience?
Yeah, I think that was important. I think that's one of the reasons I didn't use Ryan in midweek, and one of the reasons I took Paul off with about 20 odd minutes to go on Wednesday night. Experience is important in these games, and not only that, they've got fantastic ability, and hopefully that ability shows itself.
Were you tempted to start with Michael Owen at all?
No, once I knew that Wayne was going to be fit, it was really maybe with a good idea on Friday at lunchtime after the training session. He was ready for it, and yesterday confirmed that. So there was no hesitation in the selection up front. Mike, of course, is a fantastic substitute, and hopefully I don't need to bring him on, but if he does, he's always capable of scoring for us.
I saw you standing next to him as you came off the bus. Was that wise?
I think he shoved me in front of him. And you get the main brickbats, but no, they were okay.
Thanks, Alex. Good luck today.
Okay, Jeff. Thanks.
Well, as Jamie Carragher said this week, they should be more than okay what he's done for this football club, Michael Owen. Head-to-head, these two managers, 10 matches played. Rafa Benitez has won just the 2, but they were the most recent 2 last season. Double, remember then, for Liverpool. And they won here without Gerrard and Torres. Graham Souness, do you fancy Liverpool to win today?
Well, this is going to be either the best game they could possibly have or the worst game. If they were to beat United today, the current problems are forgotten, and it puts them right back into the race. They will believe. I think it's going to be a really hard game for Liverpool today. Ryan Giggs' 100th goal, if he, getting it here would be his ideal dream. I think Michael Owen coming back, that spells danger for Liverpool as well. Liverpool have to play with a confidence they didn't show in the game on Tuesday night. They've got to play with a lot more passion and hope that Pepe Reina has a great day and that Fernando Torres does something special.
Does this come into that must-win category almost for Liverpool, even at this tender stage of the season?
No, I don't think so. Psychologically, it's massive. We've said that many times in this programme, but I think there's still an awful lot of good players within that Liverpool squad, and when they get back together again, the full squad, the full complement, they're well capable of going on a tremendous run. I think we witnessed that at the end of last season. So I don't think it's a must-win, but
I lose?
Yeah, I think that's very important. And the manner in which they play, I think, is the most important, because the Liverpool fans want to see their team sweat blood today. They want to see them give everything and really give a good show for all the people.
Because the managers took a lot of stick as well, Steve. The managers took some stick. I think it's up to the players now of Liverpool to show a large responsibility and work like they've never worked before, because they've got the fans who stick with them. They will be behind them all the way today.
Well, these two big Premier League beasts are ready to roar again. Remember, it's the Hammers and Arsenal for later right now. Liverpool and Manchester United. United, as you can see, slight favourites to win it, and that doesn't happen to Liverpool often when they play at Anfield. For the first goal, Fernando Torres, who starts. Wayne Rooney, a starter for Manchester United, didn't get 6-1. And our special bet this weekend, I mentioned it once or twice, Michael Owen to come off the bench and score in a 1-0 win, 66-1, if you fancy that. Our match commentators, Andy Gray and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, when they find themselves in times of trouble, Liverpool at least have a goalkeeper they can rely on in Pepe Reina. Glenn Johnson's return after a groin injury is also a welcome boost in a defence that's come in for some severe criticism over the last 4 matches. But the gamble to start Steven Gerrard against Lyon backfired, and he's out today. Yossi Benayoun, whose substitution after scoring on Tuesday caused waves of dissent here, starts today, and Fabio Aurelio returns. But the big boost is the return of Fernando Torres after 2 out, particularly after the hard time he gave Nemanja Vidic at Old Trafford in March. They may not have the depth of experience on the bench that United have, but Liverpool do have Ryan Babel, who came on to score the winning goal in this fixture last season.
I think one of the things that needed answering was who's going to play left side for me when I arrived here today. Who would just get this position here? Fabio Aurelio's been given it, and I think maybe because I've watched Nsue against Fiorentina and Lyon and got exposed quite a bit and was found wanting. But in fairness to the young lad, he didn't have a lot of protection, so that may be part of the reason that Benitez has said against a player like Valencia's ability, I'm going to pick Aurelio and you're going to help down this side, certainly defensively, but also get forward. I think Mascherano and Lucas were always going to pick themselves. The other question was, would Count be picked to play just off Torres in this area, or again on the right hand side, again because of his work rate, getting back and helping his full back? I think that's why he's picked here. Big question mark without Gerrard. Yossi Benayoun will play around here, but can he, in tight situations, edge of the box, 30 yards from goal, can he find a service that Torres will need to hurt people?
Well, Edwin van der Sar is in for his 3rd game in a row after breaking a finger in pre-season. John O'Shea returns from his midfield role in Moscow to play at the back, and on the opposite side to him, Patrice Evra is back from a heel injury for his 100th Premier League start. Antonio Valencia's first 2 United goals have come in the last 2 games. He's part of an experienced midfield, Scholes and Giggs starting a league game together for only the 2nd time this season. Wayne Rooney makes a perfectly timed return from a calf injury, but if his partnership with Dimitar Berbatov isn't producing, United can look to a bench that includes a proven goal scorer Liverpool know only too well. Michael Owen struck 158 goals for them in his time here.
Well, regulation 4-4-2 here. Rooney will play off Berbatov. They conceded a few goals, but maybe that's because Ferdinand and Vidic only start the 4th league game together this season. That's important for United.
It's the inter-city rivalry that's dominated top division football in this country since the war. Liverpool against Manchester United is next.
Liverpool asking all the questions from their point of view, no reward yet. Jamie Carragher, I nearly said. Jamie Redknapp, Steve Coppell and Graham Souness are with us. Their thoughts in just a moment. Plenty of chances for Liverpool, and they might just rue the fact they haven't taken one. It's goalless at half-time. West Ham play Arsenal this afternoon. It's the second of our 2 Super Sunday Premier League matches. 4 o'clock, Sky Sports 1 and in high definition on HD1. It's Almeria against Valencia from 7 on Sky Sports 1. And Barcelona play against Zaragoza from 8. 0-0 Real last night, who take over at the top. It's 2-2 at the Reebok now, about 20 minutes left in that. Manchester City start at 3, as you can see. No goals here yet. It's the Hammers and Arsenal for later. Football first tonight, 10 o'clock. Straight to match choice via the red button on Sky Sports 1. Graham, would Liverpool's disappointment, only disappointment from that 45, be that they haven't scored?
They've been excellent. It's the kind of performance they needed. You know, they started aggressively, won all the challenges all over the pitch, got Man United on the back foot, and for the largest part, all but maybe 5 minutes, just on half an hour, they've kept them there. I think it's been a really, really good performance by Liverpool, and one they needed.
From the chances, though, Steve, that it's often the case, it's said, isn't it? Must take something when you're on top, and they haven't, from a hatful of opportunities.
Yeah, to be right. And first and foremost, I think we've got to compliment Rafa. He's come out with a side that we never expected in terms of the shape. The 2 men up front, which has given them a lot more firepower, a lot of direction. Responsibilities are clear, and they played really well, knocking it round, harrying in midfield. On the break here, Lucas has been under a lot of pressure. Times are passed perfectly, and just poor control there from Kite. But great pass picked out, just across the goalkeeper, just not on target. But again, the extra man up front makes all the difference, I believe.
All the difference. I think from the players' point of view as well, they've seen that Cout's gone up front. I think it's a positive introduction, and it's helped then for Lucas and Mascherano to be all over Michael Carrick and Paul Scholes, and at times it looked too quick for them. I think Liverpool have hurried them up, they've stopped them playing because Manchester United want the time to play their game, and Liverpool have not given them 1 second. I think the only thing that's been missing is a goal. I think Manchester United had one chance, Wayne Rooney's header. Apart from that, Liverpool have been dominant, they've been in the ascendancy. Good piece of play, and this is the problem for the time at Liverpool, because they're stretching, they know they've got to try and win this match. They've left themselves open a little bit, but they've still managed to get back into good areas, and it's a half chance. I think Wayne Rooney will look at it and think, you know what, I could have got more on that, because it's a good ball in, good piece of play. That's been a good match-up as well, in Insua and Valencia, isn't it, Steve? Your right-sided player, that's a good battle, that one.
Well, I think United have tried to expose Insua. Quite often they've picked out Valencia going forward, not getting a great deal of support from O'Shea, but getting the ball out to him very quickly, trying to use his pace against him. As yet, nothing's come of it, but just on that one moment there, you could see that they were well capable of creating things.
Do you think your team have had the rub of the ball, that decisions that they feel should have gone their way have?
I think if I was impartial today, then I would be looking at it and saying, well, maybe the referee's been a little bit quick to whistle for the home team, as yet. But I'm sure the pressure he'll be under as he goes down that tunnel from Mr. Ferguson, he'll correct himself at half-time and be a little bit more even.
And Liverpool attack the Kop end in the second half, Graham.
Well, I was just thinking as you were speaking, Liverpool kicking into the Kop end, you've got to fancy them, but how many times have we seen Liverpool, Man U under pressure like they've been, and just on the break nick something? Yeah. You're fancying Liverpool because they're now kicking into the Kop, but Man United have the kind of players with the class that on a break they can hurt you with just one chance.
Which is why we remain transfixed, despite the fact that it hasn't been yet what we hoped it might be. Plenty of time, though. There's always two opinions, isn't there? And they're not always the same. Came from the Kop end prior to the start. United in action here this afternoon. They are again on Tuesday night at Barnsley, 7:30, Sky Sports 2 and HD2. And it's Liverpool's turn on Wednesday night. They go to Arsenal. It's a 7:30 start again on the same channel. Oh, rather, Sky Sports 1 this time and HD1.
Out. Through to Torres. And Ferdinand has to stay strong and can't. And Torres scores for Liverpool. He out-muscled Vidic last year. He's done it to Ferdinand this. A ruthless finish. And from being at such a low ebb, Liverpool now on a high.
Well, the main man at last gets a chance. And all along I've said about finding that pass and that Yossi Benayoun was probably, of all the players out there in the midfield area, the most likely to do that. It's a glorious through ball, and that's what I mean about Cout earlier on not taking the shot on. This is exactly the same area. See you reel and smash the back of the ball. He's had a quietish game, Torres, but he only needs that, a half a chance. And such is his quality of the Spaniard, he can punish any team in the world at any time. Oh, smile, Rafa, show some emotion.
The usual understated reaction from the Liverpool manager. His star striker has just come up with the goods, and the mood at this place has been transformed. But still a long way to go. And the team that took the lead in this fixture last season didn't win either.
Yeah, but they took it a little earlier. The lead, that is.
It's Nani.
Oh, he overran it. And surely Liverpool just keep the ball.
They could have the thrilling finale here. It's Ngog, and he has won it. Liverpool have stopped the rot in the grand manner, and Jose Reina has come all the way from his goal to join in the celebrations.
Well, that's ended it. There is no doubt now. The apprentice comes on and finishes the game with the master sitting watching. Again, it's a superb break. And now it's just, can you keep your head and finish the game in style? And he's able to do that. Settles himself. He's up against one of the best, but he's good enough just to roll it past. And a day that started with some doubt and some questions and a little bit of lack of confidence is ending on the biggest high that Liverpool supporters and players ever feel, and that is beating Manchester United.
Well, with the dark nights drawing in, the dark clouds were gathering over Anfield, but it's the gloomy expression of the Manchester United manager here now. Not too much demonstration of the glee of the Liverpool manager, it has to be said, but inwardly he must be delighted. Liverpool halt the crisis. The run of 4 defeats ended against their biggest rivals. The star striker Fernando Torres getting the first, and Ngog finishing it off right at the end to make absolutely sure. On a day when two players who'd previously seen red against these opponents saw red again. Nemanja Vidic sent off for United. Jamie Carragher controversially stayed on despite bringing down Michael Owen in a foul that Manchester United felt might have led to a red card. Javier Mascherano then sent off belatedly, but Liverpool going on to get their second. And that means that the anthem here, You'll Never Walk Alone, will be sung now with extra gusto.
Well, it took a while, but eventually. What an afternoon for Liverpool. And not for the first time, as Andy was saying, when Rafa Benitez needed a result, his team came up with it for him. 2-0 against the champions. Bolton won earlier. Ivan Klasnic were their winner late on. They beat Everton by 3-2 today. Nothing yet at Eastlands, where Manchester City are playing Fulham. We'll keep up to date with that. Confirmation, Liverpool have beaten United by 2-0, and it's West Ham against Arsenal to follow. Football First tonight, straight to Match Choice at 10 o'clock via the red button on Sky Sports 1. Bolton's win takes them up 5 places into 12th. And Liverpool will feel a result that puts them right back in the chase. Chelsea stay top. Graham Souness, Steve Coppell and Jamie Redknapp are with us. We'll name the man of the match when we come back. And get all the reaction to what turned out to be for Liverpool a very, very good day.